as was made to understand that if a medicine is for use of a specific community, and in this case, say for the Chinese traditional Chinese medicine, that they are allowed to bring it in only for the use of that community.
But not for commercial sale.
Not for sale outside of that community. Right?
But
what's happening now, Harry, is that we now find Chinese drugstores in Green Hills, in places outside of the normal boundaries of the Chinatown.
Yes,
right?
yes, yes.
And this is where it's now almost out of control.
Yes,
right?
yes. So it's the same issue. Now, going back to the herbal, wait, is that industry controlled, regulated?
No.
At all?
At all.
Now, the herbal medicine has been coming out. In your case, you're all registered, you're FAD approved, BFAD or FAD now, and you're also approved by the Department of Health.
Yes.
But the actions of some, especially or mostly those who are not accredited, registered, or under the radar, so to speak, maybe yun yung nakakasira, pero sa inyo tumatama.
Exactly. There are companies, very unscrupulous, that are advertising all sorts of products with fantastic claims that we as an industry also cringe
when you hear it.
When we hear it, because
But you know, Albert, I see that.
Yes.
Because when I first heard this issue coming out, sabi ko, at first, ang attitude ko, buti nga, maintindihan yan.
Let's look at the process, Harry. For us to be able to advertise anything, we have to submit our copy to then the ad board.
Yes, correct.
Right? And now the new regulation is going.
Approval,
Now it's going to the ASC, right?
Yeah, correct.
But all the claims that we're making has to be validated by the ad board. Therefore, our ads, as they appear on television, are within the guidelines approved by the Bureau of Food and Drug or the Food and Drug Administration, which is an agency of the Department of Health.
Yes, yes.
Those that are advertising on television, if you look at it closely, are the ones that are doing cable direct selling.
Direct selling.
Right? They are the ones that are flaunting all these products that are supposed to make you 6 feet taller. It's supposed to give you all this, enhance your cosmetic.
Yes. Nakikita na sa cable TV
Yes.
Bibili ng oras mga yan
And I dare say that none of these companies are members of CHIPI. Members of the Chamber of Herbal Industry.
Well, why doesn't she just do that instead? You have to be a member first, so at least you're under control, if not control, regulated.
Well, I cannot answer that for her, right?
But the thing is, yung action niya, tinira lahat. Yun ang masama doon.
It's easy because we are registered. Our names and addresses are registered. We can be issued with notices.
Yes.
But what about a company that has no BFAD registration, has no CPR, license to operate and product registration, right? All of us can have this. We have to go through the proverbial, eye of a needle to get through that, right? And it's a long process. Now, once we are issued that means that we are compliant with the rules and regulations of the Food and Drug Administration.
Why is it some people, for example, I always tune in the morning to this show called Carambola on IZ on the radio. And these guys are basically congressmen that do non-stop arguing and talking. It's quite an intelligent show. I'm surprised that they are for what Cabral is saying. How is it some people are saying, or why is it some people are justifying Cabral's move na tama yan? Is there reason ba talaga why no approved therapeutical claims should be translated in Tagalog? Because meron mga tao dyan sabihin nila, kasi ang dami natin nakikita talaga sa mga advertising, mga false advertising, network, cable marketing, nakikita natin eh.
Okay. We did our homework. We tried to trace the origin as to why Secretary Cabral suddenly started
to figure. Yes.
And we came to the conclusion based on information given to us that she attended a seminar, a presentation by a group of physicians, and one physician in a PowerPoint presentation put up this no approved therapeutic claim and said that this is not understood by the people.
Do you disagree with that statement?
No. Before I answer that question, I will answer that question,
good.
is that the statement, no approved therapeutic claim, is actually a statement required by the FDA, DOH, for us to put in.
So galing sa kanila yan.
Galing sa kanila
yan. So ba't nyo kami babanatan galing sa inyo
ngayon, what you're now saying is that what you have given us to put in is now no longer right, it is no longer correct, and you have been misleading the public all these years. That's not true. We also have in the packaging, in big letters, dictated in size and font by the DOH to say food supplement.
Yeah,
it is already there.
The word food supplement.
Yeah. Man, if you're gonna tell me that I have to put this now and says, eto ay hindi gamot, the first line, eto hindi gamot, we already saying it's food supplement.
So bakit
po kailangan hindi gamot? Food supplement na nga nandun.
Food
di ba? Ngayon, lalagay mo pa the rest of it ay hindi makakagon maski na anong uri ng sakit. It adds insult to injury.
Yes,
right?
yes. I understand.
Okay.
So, what is driving Secretary Cabral? Ano yan? Baka naman pharmaceutical naman yan.
No. To answer that question, she's saying that she's here to protect the Filipinos. Right? To protect the consumer. Okay?
Tama.
She does not have copyright to that. We are also there. The very reason we have our industry as a health supplement industry is to help protect the consumer.
People as well, the consumers
with preventive alternatives.
Correct.
You cannot deny the people with information of what your product is all about. You have to have freedom of information. Right? You have to tell them exactly what you're selling. You also have to give the people the freedom of choice. You cannot just say, you cannot sell your products, you cannot do that. You have to...
You have responsibilities too. It's not
there's a freedom of information and there is a freedom of choice. Let the consumer decide. And you're going to say, oh, I'm protecting you, the people from this industry. We are compliant.
Do you feel that the pharmaceutical industry is anti the herbal, the growth of, because it's the growth of the herbal industry is phenomenal right now. Are they finding the the growth of herbal supplement, food supplement, a threat into their industry?
I am not in a position to make a statement along those lines because it is not based, whatever I say is not based on fact.
All right.
And I'm just here to tell you the facts and the truth behind the AO.
Okay.
Right? If the pharmaceutical industry is supportive of Cabral for whatever reasons that's known to them, then that's for them to decide. It's for the public to be able to determine what's really behind all this.
What's behind all of this?
And
I'm trying to understand it. Baka naman gusto kumita nito, naglalabas ng, alam mo naman ang tawag dyan, ACDC in parlance, no, media parlance. Attack, collect, defend, collect.
Ikaw naman nagsabi nun.
Oo, ako nagsabi nun. Hindi ka.
No.
Pero parang gano'n kasi gugulo ka para lapitan ka.
I mean, alam mo, the Filipino mind is
I'm
very,
thinking dirty, I'm sorry.
The Filipino mind is very flexible in many ways, right? It is able to discern whether you're actually protecting an industry or not. You cannot go behind motherhood statements and say, I'm here to protect the consumers. In the first place, you said yourself, and I'm referring to Secretary Cabral, she said herself to the question, meron ba nagreklamo sa inyo directly? Ang sagot niya, wala naman. Meron bang namatay na report sa inyo? Wala naman. Right?
Bakit mo ginagawa to?
Why are you saying all this now? Right? Why is it that you gave us the impression when we met with her, she gave us the impression that she will look into our concerns? Right?
Based on what I heard also in the interview, the live interview this morning, is that she feels your industry is now attacking her and her person.
No. We are attacking the AO. And
that's it.
That's it. And the AO is draconian in nature, and the courts now agree with us that it is a draconian.
One Manila trial court.
Yes, and has granted, right,
a TRO.
A TRO. There are many ways to manipulate media. There are many ways to manipulate writers and opinion makers. right? And there are many ways to manipulate